Hello, everybody, and welcome to my AEW review. More tournament tonight for the TNT Championship. But we do kick off the show tonight with a cold open video with Darby Allin and Cody Rhodes, pretty much talking about the history they've had facing each other for the past two times at the show Dynamite itself back at the beginning of the year, and at Fyter Fest when it was a draw the first time. Very good promo, again, from both of their perspectives. As you know, Darby Allin said that the TNT title represents what Cody is. You know, suits, ties, something that he is not. He is relentless. Relentless. What do you want? Corporate sheep or someone that is relentless? That Cody pretty much went on and said he has respect for Darby, but he needs that title. He says, yes, he is the number one ranked person for the world title, but he can't even face for the championship right now. So he said that both of these guys both of them are gonna take each other's heads off tonight to see who gets the win. As Darby said, what's more important, the beginning, the middle, or the end? I like this promo from both perspectives. I never thought about this, but I feel like Darby Allin is gonna be a weird one. He sounds like Rorschach from The Watchmen for some reason when he said that. What do you want as champion? Corporate sheep or personal relentless? I was waiting for him to say Darby's Journal, April 29th, 2020, 7 o'clock p.m. I'm ready to face Cody Rhodes. It would have been funny if he said that. I don't know why. He just sounded like Rorschach from The Watchmen for some reason. The way they both narrated their history was pretty good, so I did like that video package in the beginning. But we do kick off the show with the tournament itself with Cody Rhodes versus Darby Allin, Tony Schiavone, and Chris Jericho on commentary. Of course, Cody's out there with Brandy. As this match went on, at one point they went outside and pretty much Brandy was there, like she almost had to get in position, but Darby pretty much charged into Cody, pretty much knocking Brandy to the ground as she got knocked into the barricade. Pretty much, I believe Billy Gunn had to help her to the back then, so it was just Darby Allin and Cody out there by themselves then throughout this match. For some reason, Britt Baker hits Cody with a shoe. I don't know what's going on with that. We go through literally 3 commercials throughout this entire match. Cody at one point ended up hitting the crossroads on him and was going to go for the figure 4 with Darby Allin at the crossroads, but he tried to go figure 4, it could not work. Brandy came back out, I guess selling her injury, limping to the ring, pretty much sorry, mic problems right there, but pretty much giving Cody a water bottle, or I guess to drink some water, but Darby Allin ended up taking the water bottle and hitting Cody in the head with it. Pretty much after Darby Allin went for like a springboard, looked like a springboard coffin drop or however that went. But Cody ended up catching him and hit him with a rainmaker. I kind of called him for Okada there for a second because that basically was a rainmaker. He was going to go for another one, but Cody ended up putting him with the crossroads on him to the ground. He went for a coffin drop, but Darby Allin put his knees up. And then after that, Darby Allin did another coffin drop. But when he did the coffin drop, I guess Cody rolled him up in a pin, even though Darby Allin had his legs hooked. Now the finish was kind of odd to me. I liked the match overall in general. It was really good, especially like after the 3rd commercial. I thought it was really good, but I actually thought Darby Allin was about to win this match, and I'm like, really? Because it just looked like Cody kind of lackadaisically rolled over, I guess, to get the win. Or because at first I was going to say, all right, maybe Darby Allin overshot the coffin drop and fell a little back, but he had Cody pinned, and I'm just kind of sitting there like, so he just kind of rolled over a little, and somehow got the pinfall, because I'm like, why is Cody's music hitting? Like, didn't Darby Allin just win? But they're like, his shoulders were down, and it looks like that from the, after they did the replay and everything. I felt like it didn't, and I don't think Darby Allin's shoulders were down all the way, but I just thought that was kind of odd, that whole finish. Very, very odd finish, because it just kind of made it look like, all right, Cody lackadaisically just rolled there. He rolled, even though Darby Allin had his legs hooked and pinned, but I guess when you go back and look at it, his shoulders were down and Cody kind of rolled him up a little. I just was very confused by the ending of that whole match. That didn't make a lot of sense to me. And maybe they could just revisit the match later on with Cody and Darby Allin giving it out there. But that was kind of odd because I didn't even really know Cody even won. Like, how did he just win? He got hit with a coffin drop. He pinned him. He had his legs open. Then they showed a replay. Oh, his shoulders were down. I'm like, really? That was a very odd finish. And I know why, because we know it's going to be Cody and Lance Archer for the title, which that's already been predicted at the beginning anyways. But I think a lot of people believe Darby Allin was going to win this match right here. I was a little confused by the whole ending of this whole thing. So, kind of a strange finish if you ask me. But next they went to Scorpio Sky part 2 of his interview, as he talked about SCU being with Christopher Daniels and Frank Kazarian, and how he was the third guy in this entire group. And he felt like he was the third guy for a while, but he said he was always looking up. He wasn't intimidated of just being a third guy. But when, SCU was going around, it wasn't until the whole worst town thing on Being the Elite happened. I feel like I need to catch up with that show. Which got him to where he is right now, after doing the whole worst town thing he's ever done. And, talked about a big part of his career and, just him facing for the world title on AEW. But he says, I don't want to be good. I don't even want to be great. I want to be a fucking legend, he says. So, another good interview from Scorpio Sky. I feel like a big push is coming for him, and hopefully so, because they kind of played it up to be that. So it looks like they are building Scorpio Sky into something right here, and I enjoyed the video packages. Like I said, get I guess more of an in-depth kind of real-life look at him and everything, since it was a two-parters, but I did like that. Just like last week, I liked part 2 to this whole interview. They went to MJF's Rat Estate in Massapequa, New York, as he talked about the nail doctor he saw, of how much of a recovery he had from that hangnail, and that he has one of the strongest nails in the world, he says. And he's excited to be back on AEW, and, he wanted to be back and get on a Jeremy plane and wrestle in front of like 6 of his peers and whatnot, but the unthinkable happened. He took off his scarf, there was a neck brace, and he said he nicked his neck. A normal man could have died from this, but he is a warrior. He said, he was foaming from the mouth, but he and everything when all this went down. But he said he's gonna be back soon, not for the fans, but for himself. And he was trying to cry. He was gonna be a storm thundering across the horizon because he's MJF and he's better than you. So yeah, MJF. I have no idea when he's coming back, but that was a funny promo. Wardlow went against Musa. Hey, shout out to Chi-Town, Musa there. But Wardlow basically just killed this guy, especially with his big, I want to call it not an F5, but like a double F5, I like to call it, just because he spins him around 2 times with a big spin on him, getting the win on him. So yeah, we got Wardlow looking dominant again. Next, more of the Bubbly Bunch happened. The Inner Circle, as they were all sitting around. Guevara talked about he won the Flim Flam Challenge, and that everybody wanted to hate. They could all suck his big bottle of hand sanitizer. But then they were going to do the Manitoba Melee. So next thing you know, everybody just started punching each other. And when they punched each other through the camera, it's like they did some move, and then they backed up, crashed into the wall, and came back with their own punch. So all the Inner Circle hit each other. And then next thing you know, they go to some of the roster. They go from the Librarian, Peter Avalon, and then they go to Jungle Boy and Sonny Kiss and Luther, and then they go to Chris Jericho's dad, Ted Irvine, and then they go to they hit the Incredible Hulk, Lou Ferrigno, who had a stun baton for some reason. I didn't know everybody in this, but some said it was Duff McKagan. Jay and Silent Bob showed up. I went silent because he's Silent Bob, but we had Jay and Silent Bob, Gabriel Iglesias, Wee Man, Brad Williams, someone said. I did not know. It's like all these random guys just kept coming up, hitting each other till they went to Vicky. Vicky Guerrero showed up, and she says, "Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?" and yelled several times until Jericho told it to stop. This whole thing to stop, because that was awesome. But he says that was one of the best Manitoba melees he's ever been part of. So, a lot of cameos throughout this entire thing. Random celebrities just start showing up for some reason in this whole thing. I guess they all got involved and filmed each other. And I know we saw some of the roster too, but it's just, I guess they can't get all the inner circle there other than Jericho and Sammy Guevara. So they all got to just randomly hit each other now through a phone screen, and they just have all these random celebrities and other wrestlers show up for some reason. Oh yeah, I saw Virgil. Virgil hit somebody with a frying pan. So I'm like, Virgil just was like in his chair and gets up with a frying pan and hit somebody. But Jay and Silent Bob and the Incredible Hulk and even Jericho was like, was that Lou Ferrigno with a stun baton? I don't know where that was going. The Best Friends went against Jimmy Havoc and Kip Sabian in a no DQ match. This was there to eat up time, I guess. I don't know, man. Jimmy Havoc is the only time he ever worked is in these hardcore matches. But, a lot of ladder spots in this whole thing. I wasn't really the biggest fan of this, especially given who's involved in this match with some of these guys. I know Orange Cassidy at least got back involved after he got a chair thrown at his head by Jimmy Havoc. That's another motherfucker I don't want to see. But I know Orange Cassidy pretty much climbed the ropes then, and then he landed on Penelope Ford and Sabian outside, and then Orange Cassidy pretty much sidestepped Penelope and knocked her into, Sabian into the barricade then. And I know what was it? Chuck Taylor, I guess he hit his finisher on Jimmy Havoc on some chairs for the win. So yeah, the Best Friends celebrated. I don't know what this was. This was just some hardcore match I'm not really even a fan of. And I like hardcore matches sometimes, but given who was involved in this, not the best of what I wanted to see right here. Okay. So it was kind of whatever to me. I don't even know where this feud was even going. I don't even know what this feud is even about. I don't even know why Kip Sabian and Jimmy Havoc are a team, to be honest. Just some random team for whatever reason this is with Penelope Ford and why ever they're facing the Best Friends. But hey, I gotta remember, you don't really got a lot of people to work with now on this show, but I wish they would have brought in some better guys at the same time too than what we got right now. But next, we have Britt Baker from her dental office. I don't know what dental office is open right now, but she had her makeup artist, which was Rebel, if you know who Rebel is. She's from TNA, Impact. I think she's the makeup artist for AEW nowadays, because I've not seen Rebel in a while. I never thought Rebel's that great of a wrestler also, but I guess Rebel is the makeup artist for the company right now. Don't know if she'll ever wrestle again in that, but Baker kept calling her Rebecca or Reba or something, and Rebel pretty much said when she was being interviewed, saying like, listen, man, I don't know why I'm even doing this. I have to refer to her as a doctor and everything, and Rebel and whatnot, but pretty much Britt Baker says, listen, man, I need you to go off the script. You have to call me a doctor, okay? We gotta go. We went over, all right? Okay? And I guess they redid the shot, and Baker, not Baker, but Rebel had to put her over and everything. Pretty much say she's a doctor, she's a dentist, she's this, she's that. Even Britt Baker, pretty much when it says, the rules being a role model. Basically, it's making fun of Tony Schiavone or whatever they're doing with this thing with Tony Schiavone. But listen, do not wear glasses. Don't try to look smart. Told fat people cannot be role models. Lose weight. The magic of Photoshop can help. Trust me, I know how Photoshop works. And that wannabes, snaggletooth guys, it's not okay. So we use Tony Schiavone as, the biggest example because of whatever's going with this. So they're still trying to get heel Baker over, and even, Rebel showing up was pretty good, playing along into this whole thing. So good to see Rebel back on TV. But, Baker, I guess they're trying to do what they can to make this dentist thing over. Sean Spears, which I feel like I don't even know where he's going at this point, other than still trying to look for a partner. Went against Baron Black. Basically, just another, I guess a way to get Sean Spears wins, even though he's still trying to find a tag partner and still losing big name matches. He's getting wins through squash matches against whatever wrestlers they bring in. So, I don't know, man. Sean Spears, I don't know sometimes. It's like, I want to see it go somewhere, but I feel like they messed that up a long time ago and they're trying to recover, but I'm not sure if they are still. Taz was back once again, pretty much breaking down Lance Archer's finisher, pretty much explaining mostly the, I would say the science of it, or play-by-play of going move for move, how it affects you. And I know he's been doing that for a few weeks, so that was good. Oh, this match next. Brody Lee versus Marco Stunt. And I know they played the footage of Marco getting killed by Lance Archer. And, Stunt said due to unfortunate circumstances, partners can't be out here. But he says he can take it a lot more than that. Listen, when I came into this match, I said this. Brody Lee better not sell to this guy, okay? And this match should have been at least like 20 seconds at most. Or I know Brody Lee was kind of toying him around, throwing him back and forth all over the place and just beating the hell out of Marco Stunt. But once he started kind of dodging and getting, do not let this guy get any type of offense, okay? He cannot get any offense. That's the problem I have with the Lance Archer thing. It's like, okay, yeah, Archer still killed him, but he shouldn't have been really selling or taking any move from him, and I think a lot of people can agree on that. I thought this match was going to be over at least in under a minute, but it went 3 minutes out there, which, Brody Lee looked good, and he hit him with a big power, sets out power bomb and whatnot, but, should he really be selling the Marco Stunt? Honestly, just even look, because I laughed last week when I heard about this match. So let's see how people are going to respond to this now, because I said this should have been done in under a minute. Okay, so I'm sorry, it's just not believable of him getting any offense on Brody Lee nor Lance Archer a few weeks ago, because I say this got to go quick. It's just got to, and fast, not even a minute fast. Just go under a minute fast. Just make one kick on this guy and it's over, okay? Because it's just one kick out, it's over. That's all it had to be. So I don't know why. I don't understand why even sell, but Brody Lee won, that's all that matters, but they shouldn't even have Marco Stunt get any offense in on this. They played a Jon Moxley video who was somewhere. I don't know where he was, but talk about 8 weeks ago, he won the AEW Championship at Revolution. Thank God I went to that pay-per-view before this whole virus fucked everything up, but he talked about what the hell happened, he said. And, instead of screaming your lungs out at an AEW event, you're doing it in the safety of your own home, and he thanks everyone for that. But, we will be together again one day soon, hopefully. But it's a good time to reflect on what you're thankful for right now. As he's thankful for many things. The 7, he said, or whatever that was, about his wife. Pretty much being a hell of a woman, especially be stuck in the house with him on week's end. Steel chairs. And he's thankful that AEW will be live next week, apparently. So I guess AEW will be live. I guess we still got to build in the Double or Nothing that's coming up pretty soon. So he's got to get an opponent or something. But, he said he still has a job to do despite all the circumstances going on. He's still the champion. And, he would throw the dogs and a couple Metallica CDs in the trunk and drive east, he says. I guess AEW will be in the same position, the same spot, whatever they're in right now in Atlanta. Or, I don't know, maybe it's tape, maybe it's live, I don't know. But Moxley says he is going to be making a travel up there. And he talked about the potential opponents that could step up to him. He says they're at their own risk. And he said it's time for togetherness, he says. So he told, fans to be nice to your neighbors, order takeout and support your, local restaurant businesses. And don't forget to call your grandmother. Really, don't forget to call your grandmother. Trust me. Yeah. In a way, I take that very, very important, that last part. And yeah, don't take it lightly. Literally, call your grandmother, okay? Just do it. Yeah. Yeah, let me move on before. Yeah, better than that. Yeah, something about that really got me. But main event time, no. Lance Archer, Dustin Rhodes. For some reason, Brandy Rhodes is back out here in a whole set of new clothes and not really selling her injury from earlier, which I sat there wondering, why did she change into new clothes if she was out here at the beginning of the show? This was a really good match between Archer and Dustin Rhodes. This was a brawl. Two big guys beating the hell out of each other. I like this a lot. I like this match a lot. At one point, Rhodes had a chair, but Archer ended up kicking the chair in Rhodes' face, which had him bleeding throughout the match. Rhodes pretty much getting the hell beaten out of him by Archer. He looked like a beast half the time. Rhodes kept coming back and was get pretty much him with the shattered dreams and everything. But Lance Archer ended up pretty much coming back up. They kept calling him like a movie monster. Jericho and him like he was Michael Myers or something. And, you know, Rhodes was fighting for his life out there, but Archer kept taking him down several times. You know, it's funny, he beat up some random dude coming to the ring, but it's almost like New Japan when he beat up the Young Boys. Rhodes ended up hitting a crossroads on him, but Archer still kicked out at one. So Archer was looking like a beast out there, especially kicking out at one from a crossroads. Rhodes ended up pretty much went to the top rope, jumped on the Archer. Archer caught him, pretty much about to throw and choke slammed him in. Pretty much Rhodes kicked out. One thing I like is when Archer did his, he walked off the ropes and did a moonsault, like almost like a tightrope. It's like he's going for an old school. He's tight roping across the ropes, but then a moonsault. Just did a moonsault while doing like, you know, like an old school and everything. Like an old school moonsault, I like to call it. They called him unstoppable. Archer hit another choke slam on him for the 2, but, you know, Rhodes still kicked out. Archer put one of the turnbuckles off and slammed Rhodes' head into a couple times. The referee had to stop it. QT Marshall and Brandy Rhodes checked on him. They were going to throw the towel in, but Cody came out, pretty much taking the towel and wiping the blood from him. He didn't want to throw the towel in for him. He was checking on Dustin, but Archer pretty much grabbed him, pulled him back in, slammed his head on the ring mat a few more times, and hit him with the EBD claw for the win, pinning him. So, yes, it will be Lance Archer and Cody Rhodes at Double or Nothing for the TNT Championship. Cody and them checked on Rhodes right after as Archer got out the ring. So, great match. I enjoyed this. This was a big brawl, bit of a fight out there. Archer looked unstoppable. Dustin Rhodes fighting for his life, bleeding like a stuffed pig out there, you know, just trying to get through this. Told a really good story. Cody trying to check on his brother, did not want him to give up, but he ended up losing anyway. So this does set up Cody Rhodes and Lance Archer, which we all knew from the beginning anyway of how this whole tournament was going to go. But they will fight for the TNT Championship at Double or Nothing. So there you go. That was the end of the show. But other than that, though, I thought this was a pretty good show for AEW. The main event itself, the tournament, I like Cody and I did like the Cody and Darby Allin match, despite the odd finish, I want to say. I'm not really 100% down with the finish, but I like the match overall. The Britt Baker thing was pretty funny. I like the Bubbly Bunch stuff with all the celebrities was pretty good, too. I'm surprised they got that many people be involved in that, but it was pretty good. Like I said, I thought Baker was, segment was not that bad. Of course, they're trying to make her as a heel as possible. Mox's promo was pretty good, too. Then wasn't a fan of the no DQ tag match. That was kind of whatever. Wardlow looked like a beast. Brody Lee killing Marco Stunt was good, but don't sell to him. I just said should have sold him, and I think that match should have ended 2 minutes early. Okay. Have to go on that long. I don't know where it's even going with Marco Stunt or Brody Lee or whatnot facing these big guys, but he really should not be getting an offense on this, okay? But other than that, though, that's my review of AEW this week. Like I said, I guess the road to Double or Nothing is coming. Empty arena style. Don't know where that's going to be, since it's not going to be in Vegas, obviously, but we'll see where that goes in the next few weeks, okay? For Double or Nothing being built into, but not a bad episode of AEW tonight. Like I said, I enjoyed the tournament matches mostly, which was really good with Archer and Rhodes and Cody versus Darby that continued. So, not bad. Not bad at all. Like I said, I still like the Manitoba melee out there too. But other than that, comment, subscribe. Follow me on Twitter at HoodedKnight890. Check out any review that is up online right now, from Raw to Rebellion review, Impact, and NXT review also. Okay? So, yeah, check out any other videos. Comment, subscribe, like it, however you want to do it. Just, hey, check out the video, all right? But other than that, I'm out of here. I'll see you guys later. Peace out.